Hey everybody, it's Pancake Man. Welcome back to yet another discussion here on the Game Channel. Today we are discussing the Animal Crossing Direct. I'm joined by
TheJamesRolls.
Green Covers Gaming.
Lady Gear to you.
And let's not waste any more time because we've already wasted a bunch of time and get to the questions. Gator, do your job.
Alrighty then, so the first question, what were you expecting going into this Nintendo Direct?
So going into this Nintendo Direct, I was expecting a lot of information, probably more than the actual length of the presentation itself. I was more so anticipating maybe actually quote-unquote meeting some of the newer animals that will be in this game, but they pretty much just talked about how the island lifestyle through the deserted package thing's gonna work, which is also acceptable. But I was expecting a good chunk of information just because, you know, the game is a month away at the time of the Direct happening, so they really had to do something, because with New Leaf and even Welcome Amiibo when that update came out, for Pocket Camp too, they had general themed directs for those, so yeah, it's pretty much what I expected. Maybe there could have been a little bit more, but pretty much what we got is what I expected.
What I kind of expected going into it, well, obviously a bunch of just Animal Crossing stuff because it was the Animal Crossing Direct, so a bunch of stuff that we haven't seen before, obviously stuff that we have seen before. I'm seeing what differences between this game and previous Animal Crossings and stuff like that, and just I guess just a bunch of Animal Crossing news and stuff. So that's pretty much it, really.
In hindsight, I probably should have expected that it would be a dedicated Animal Crossing Direct, but for those of you who follow my Twitter, you may remember that a week before it happened, I predicted that it'd be a proper Direct with mostly focusing on Animal Crossing, but also a few other smaller games as well. But no, they did an entirely separate Direct for it, and it probably should have been expected because of what James said. But yeah, this is pretty much what I was expecting from a dedicated Animal Crossing Direct. We got to know more about how the island life is going to work, how you're going to get there, what customization options you're going to get. Aside from a few things which we'll talk about later, it all looks pretty great so far.
I wasn't expecting a whole lot, just the standard Animal Crossing stuff, new things to be shown off. Not really expecting a whole lot, just showing off the game and what you can do. And that's basically what we got. So, yeah.
Alright, so the next question. It seems like you'll have more options on customizing your village, such as choosing a northern or southern hemisphere, or choosing where your villagers are going to be living at. What are your thoughts on this?
I really, really like the decision to do this. The whole northern and southern hemisphere thing was probably a long time coming, so I'm glad they're actually doing that now, with how big an expansive game this is going to be, because it's on a pretty powerful home console. So, yeah, I really like the northern and southern hemisphere thing, and I really, really like the ability to pick and choose if you want to move a shop, like the Able Sister shop. I like that you can pick where you could move that if you want to say... It really goes to show that they really want you to make the island that you're going to be inhabiting, really, really customized, because you could do this in, more specifically, New Leaf, for the example I know, because that's the first game I played in the series. You could customize where certain things go, in terms of planting trees, bushes, whatever, but they're amplifying that times 10 for this game, and it's really, really cool. I really, really like it a lot. It will provide unique situations in terms of where you decide a future villager is going to, or a future animal is going to live, and how you build your whole island, how you build a neighborhood on the thing. So I really, really like it. It's a very, very smart decision on both of those fronts.
I do like how in the Animal Crossing where you can pick what obviously what hemisphere you want to be in. Also allows players who live in the southern hemisphere to pick that. as well as maybe someone who may want to try something different, where even if they live in the northern hemisphere, like the United States, something like that, they might want to try out it southern hemisphere. So like when it's like actually summertime here, they'll be actually playing winter in the game, or vice versa, which is pretty neat and stuff. Just opposite seasons and stuff. That's pretty cool for people, especially it's good for people that live in the southern hemisphere, so they don't get confused. But like, it's also neat, so you can like choose too. Also, with the whole villagers' houses, I'm glad they have even that, because there have been many times where a new villager comes and ruins a bunch of like trees or plants or something like that because they put the house there, and it's like, why did you ruin this area for me? Like, please move your house somewhere else. Something like that. But yeah, just I'm glad that you're able to do that, so you can like pick where they actually live.
Yeah, this seems like a really nice step forward in a lot of ways. Because I remember in Animal Crossing New Leaf, it was kind of a pain because it seemed like the new villagers always picked the most inconvenient places to build their house. Like there were times where they placed it right in the middle of a grove of perfect trees, or there's this one villager who built their house like right next to the bridge, so it was a little bit inconvenient to go around it. So I'm really glad you have a lot more options on where you can do that. Did they say you can move the shops? Because I don't remember that being in the direct.
Yeah, it was on the infographic. It said you can move shops where you wanted. I think they moved the example they showed was actually moving the office space where Nook and Isabelle are gonna be. I think that's the example they showed.
All right, so that sounds like it's going to be pretty fun because you can like make your own little town square and things like that. As for the northern and southern hemisphere, this is a great option, and it's honestly something that should have been done a long time ago. One thing I'm kind of hoping they do is that they make it so that you can change the hemisphere later, because if it's in the middle of winter and you're trying to finish your bug museum or anything like that, you don't want to wait around for summer. And it seems like this game is going to be a lot more restrictive on how time travel is going to work when you change the Switch's clock and things like that. So hopefully they have some way of changing the hemisphere later, but I highly doubt they're going to do that.
Personally, I really love how much freedom they're giving you with choosing the hemisphere and choosing where your villagers' houses and where the shops are going to go. It's really cool, and it's basically New Leaf's public works projects, but with everything, and it's just really cool. I love how they're finally making it so that you can choose where your villagers go, so that you can protect your precious flower fields or your perfect orange trees. Still never gonna let that one go, but yeah, it's really cool, and I really love it. And yeah, that's all I gotta say.
What are your thoughts on the DIY workshop?
I mean, okay, this might be a little controversial, but like my experience with playing Pocket Camp, which is kind of basically how this DIY system works, it's kind of like Pocket Camp, I don't really like it. I mean, it's, I guess, unique for the series, even though it was, again, kind of like in Pocket Camp. But not many people play mobile compared to home console, but I digress. I'm not the biggest fan of it. It'll work for what this game is trying to do, but like as a whole, I'm not much of a fan of the DIY workshop.
Yeah, I mean, cool. I mean, nice to be craft items, stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, I really don't have. I mean, I just I guess like just one of the more forgettable things I don't remember because there's so many new features added and stuff like that. Just, I mean, definitely use it, but like, it's cool using crafting items and stuff. But like, I kind of like think trying to remember what that like. I don't want to get confused. I don't want to get confused between other features, so I'm not gonna say much.
This one I'm a bit torn on because whenever I play games like this, I'm admittedly a little lazy and don't really like crafting my own things. I usually just like going to a store and seeing what's available there. But I could see a lot of potential with this, and it seems like a lot of people are really excited for this. If they can fix the problems I had with Pocket Camp, maybe this could turn out really great. I didn't really play a whole lot of Pocket Camp, but I remember not really caring that much for how that system worked. But I do like that they do have a bit of a middle ground where you do have to make the stuff at Tom Nook's at first, but then you can craft your own workbench, and then later down the line you can have like proper shops. But I can see a lot of people potentially getting really creative with this if it really is as open as it seems like it is. So hopefully it's fun for people who enjoy it. Hopefully I can get used to how it's going to work. As for right now, I'm not quite sure how I feel about this, but it still seems like it is going to be a pretty fun system with a lot of possibilities with it.
I personally really like the idea of the DIY bench because I like being able to create my own things within within a video game. My only problem with it is that when you get the ability to get shops, it seems like you won't be using the DIY bench as much as you would be when you didn't have them. But I like the idea of the DIY bench, and I'll use it as much as I can when I get the game. But yeah, I like the feature. I like the idea of the feature. It just seems like it'll be overshadowed by shops when you get the ability to unlock them.
All right, so the next question. How do you feel about the way this game handles save files, such as having only one island per console, 8 people living on the same island together, etc.?
Hate it.
I mean, technically, in other games, you had one town per account. I mean, it kind of sucks because but this one is only per console, so it's like even more limited and stuff. So, but also, I do like it. I do like it having 8 people living on the same island. That's pretty cool. How many? Do you know how many were limited in New Leaf?
I want to say 4. I might be wrong about that.
Yeah, I know. Okay, it must have been. It's really nice to have. That'd be nice to have up to 8 because I know the original Animal Crossing also had 4 in a town, and I know New Leaf had multiple. And I know because I had someone in my town at one point for a little bit. But yeah, just 8 people would be nice, even though I probably won't use it that much anyway. Probably just be me anyway. But it's nice for just people. But the whole one island per console, I mean, it's not that bad, but still, just wish you can do it like just per account, not per console. But oh well.
It's times like this that make me really wish Switch games saved onto the cartridge and not the system. Like, this hasn't been a big round for a lot of games, but it has been a bit of a hassle if you want to transfer your stuff to another console. And I get why they're doing this, but it just seems like a really weird limitation to lock the island behind the entire console and not just the cartridge. It is cool that you can have several people living on the same island together. That is really cool, and I am looking forward to that. But I will say, the more that I'm hearing about the save system for this game, the more questionable it seems like it is, and not confirming anything or anything like that. But if I ever make a Let's Play of Animal Crossing New Horizons, it seems like it's going to be the biggest pain in the world because it auto-saves, and you can only have one island there, and just all sorts of things. It seems like it's going to be kind of a headache to do.
This feature sucks. Only one island per console? Really? It's like, I don't get it. They could have done one island per account, but they do it one island per console. And as somebody who lives in a place where there's 2 other people that play the Switch along with you, and we each have our own different ideas on what an Animal Crossing island should be, and if we're all playing on the same console and with the same island, it's obvious that we're not going to have the same ideas. Everything's going to be shifted around. It's going to be a giant mess. And it just really sucks that you have to shell out the money to buy another console to just get your own island. That's really stupid. But for the 8 people living on one island thing, well, I don't know how you're going to get 8 people to want to live on one island, because why would you? But it's an alright feature for people who do want to do that. Personally, I don't really know if I'm going to be doing that unless I'm going to be playing with, my family. But, it's it's just stupid, really stupid. And there's autosave in the game, and I personally hate autosave, but it's just really, really, really stupid.
A few more things I'd like to note about this real quick. They did confirm that the game would get updates after release, like Splatoon or ARMS and things like that. So maybe down the line they can introduce an update where you can like buy a separate island or something like that. I'm not sure how that's going to work, but hopefully they can find some kind of workaround around this because it's kind of silly that it's only one island. So yeah, next question. How do you feel about the way the game handles backing up your save file? It seems like it won't support Nintendo Switch Online's cloud saves, but it'll have a similar feature later. So how do you feel about that?
Well, they took down the Direct after it happened for their initial thing where they talked about how there would be a way to recover your island in case something went wrong. But apparently what they originally said was you'd only be able to back it up or restore it once, and apparently they changed that when they re-uploaded the Direct, and they changed it to something more vague, like, just stay tuned for this in the future, we'll talk about it then. So I think what they're doing is they're listening to the feedback, like the negative stuff, and they're trying to have a middle ground. It kind of reminds me of when Mario Maker 2 came out and the Play with Friends update thing wasn't there, and they said they had no plans for it, but then a lot of people talked about it a lot and said, hey, why isn't this here? This would be kind of cool, this should be in the game. And I think the producers are listening to that, and I think something will come eventually, and this goes back also to only one island per console. I think in the future they will change that, probably not within the first year though, but I think these things, they're listening to people about it, and I think they're gonna change these things, and hopefully change them for the better, but yeah, the current situation for what they vaguely now are referring to with the save data backup, it's middle of the road. It could be better, and it also could be worse. That's all I really have to say about that.
Yeah, I hate this. Like I hate how you can't even like if you lose your save data, there's no way to get it back. I mean, I did see the Direct when they mentioned we'll talk about this later. I saw that part because I saw it hours later and stuff like that apparently. So apparently I didn't know about that, but yeah, it sucks if something happens to a newly say not newly New Horizons, or say if I had New Horizons for 4 or 5 years, and then one day I lose it all. One day I something happens to it where it gets corrupted, or I lost it, or I had to transfer or something like that, and somehow I lose it. Imagine 4 or 5 years of say 200 hours of save data lost. Imagine that. That would be a pain. So I think there should be a way I mean, it doesn't have to be online cloud saves, but it should be a way so you can actually still able to save your data or whatever, if something happens to it or whatever. But yeah, especially in today's age, especially when you have other consoles, not the Nintendo Switch particularly, but by Xbox, every game was saved when I re-downloaded it, when I got a new external hard drive, because I had one that broke, and then eventually I bought a new one and just had everything, all my save data saved, which is really good, pretty cool, and which is really nice and stuff. But I think because we have the online cloud saves in some games, but I think it should be all the games, but that come to it or whatever. But yeah, especially but it's 2020 and we still don't have that.
I love Nintendo and all, but I can't help but roll my eyes whenever I see a game doesn't support Switch on the cloud save system, because really, what's the point? They say that for Splatoon 2, they didn't support it because cheaters or things like that, but if somebody really is determined to cheat in Splatoon, they're going to find a way no matter what. And with Animal Crossing, it's the same case where it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense in this game in particular. Like, I don't know. It just seems like it's more of a headache than it's worth to not support the cloud saves, and it's just really, really silly. Aside from that, aside from the weird save systems in this game, Animal Crossing New Horizons does look pretty great. So aside from that, that's pretty much like my only major complaint so far with New Horizons. It's just really silly that they don't support cloud saves or anything like that.
Nintendo, I thought the whole point of having the cloud saves was that if your console broke, you could get your saves back, but apparently that's not the truth. I don't like this. It's really stupid. Like Gator said, Splatoon 2 doesn't have it either, the cloud saves, and I think that's stupid. I hope they make an update for New Horizons that lets you have the cloud saves, because like I said, I thought the whole point of having the cloud saves was that if your console broke, you could get all your save data back. That's all I have to say.
What are your thoughts on the Nook phone and how this game uses the Nintendo Switch Online app?
Well, as far as the Nintendo Switch Online app, I hate that they have the in-game chat limited to the keyboard in the Switch Online app instead of a menu in the game itself. And as far as voice chat goes, Skype or Discord is better anyway. But the in-game text, I hate that it's through the online app. Stupid. Why? Nook phone, I mean, it's cool. We've pretty much known everything about the Nook phone since the game was first revealed. Or at least we actually saw, the gameplay of it. They've added some new things to it, but we didn't actually see a lot of it, except for the landscaping and waterscaping construction stuff, which is still cool nonetheless, but we've pretty much known about the Nook phone in almost good detail for a while now. It's cool though. I mean, it's hip, it's modern for Animal Crossing, so it's alright.
Well, I don't really care that much. It's cool and all. It's cool. I guess just because they're, you gotta have phone because all the kids now play it and play on mobile nowadays. Apparently, that's what almost every game. Well, at least Game Freak at least does. But anyway, I'm not gonna talk about that. But that's alright. It looks like it kind of replaces a lot of the. I guess it has some stuff that you can do that you could have done just by pressing the pause button or some I know in the original or just the normal menu when you press the button with all the different things and stuff that with where you can store items and stuff like that in the older games, but I won't really care much for the Nook phone that much. And then also, I don't care for the Nintendo Switch Online app at all either because I don't play games. I don't use I don't even use my mobile phone my phone will only my phone will only use it for social media Twitter and only my phone only use it for Twitter and school and calling and actually calling people. I don't even I don't even play mobile games at all on my phone or anything, and not gonna use the app at all. I don't have any of the Pokemon stuff app thing the home and I guess Go. I don't have either, but yeah, just don't really care. It's just not my thing.
I really like how the Nook phone looks so far. It seems like it's a lot more simplified version of the bottom screen in New Leaf, which is already very simplistic to begin with. But the UI of it looks really clean, and I just really like everything I've seen of it so far. The Nintendo Switch Online app, I'm a very minority when it comes to this, but I actually really like it, at least in terms of how it connects to Splatoon 2, because it has been such a dream looking at the app to see, okay, when's the best time to record so I can go on online matches and things like that. So it seems like they're doing some pretty cool things with Animal Crossing for the Switch app, because I don't know about you guys, but I hate typing on the Switch. The keyboard on that is kind of obnoxious. So I really do like the fact that I can just type on my phone if I'm chatting with somebody in the game. Although I do wish there was an option to chat in game without the phone, because I know a lot of people out there who play Animal Crossing don't necessarily care that much about being on their phone at the same time. But I kind of wish they would take it a step further and make it so that you can also purchase in-game items through the Switch Online app as well, because you can do that in Splatoon, and I'm pretty shocked that they didn't say anything about that for New Horizons. Hopefully that comes down the line, because that would be really cool if they could do that, but there kind of is something like that with how this game connects with Pocket Camp. So yeah, it just seems interesting. I know a lot of people don't care about the Switch Online app, but I do, so yay!
I like the Nook phone. I like how they made it look like it actually fits within the game world itself, because usually when they put cell phones into these types of media, they just look out of place and it's just stupid. But I like the way the Nook phone looks, and it's a good feature. I like it. As for the Nintendo Switch Online app, well, that app can go screw itself. I don't like it. I don't care for it. And if I want to voice chat with somebody, I'll just call them on Discord or Skype. Really, it's not that hard to do. So yeah, that's my thoughts on that.
All right, the next question. How do you feel about how Animal Crossing New Horizons will connect to Animal Crossing Pocket Camp?
That wasn't listed on the questions next.
Read the chat. I posted another thing.
So you added something between the DM chat on Twitter and then Skype?
It's in the Skype chat.
Yeah, but on the Twitter DM, the next question was about Amiibo support. When the hell you added that in the last 20 minutes?
But like Data said after this question of that, not the Amiibo question, but the one we just did to do this question before the other question.
Well, I don't read the chat. I usually just... Anyway, whatever. What was the question again?
Take two.
No, I'm not cutting this out. Screw you.
Oh.
Next question. How do you feel about New Horizons connecting to Pocket Camp? Go.
I don't know why you said next question like I'm cutting it out. Anyway, how do I feel about New Horizons connecting to Pocket Camp? Did they say it actually is connecting to it other than items you'll get in Pocket Camp?
That's pretty much it.
Yeah, that doesn't mean it's connecting to it. All you're getting is special items in Pocket Camp. This was a useless question. Whatever.
Wait. No. They said that items could be transferred between the two.
Oh, okay. Well, that's still stupid. Not many people play Pocket Camp, so, I mean... it's kind of dumb. Anyway, it's whatever. That's it. Bye. This question was stupid. You're fired.
Why are you on this discussion?
Yeah, I don't care. I really don't care that much, just because I never played Pocket Camp. It's a mobile game. I don't care. It's a mobile game. I don't care about Pocket Camp at all. It's not New Leaf. It's not the original. It's not Wild World. It's not City of Folk. It's a mobile game, so I don't care. But I wish we can able to do that with New Leaf, but oh well.
This is cool for Pocket Camp fans. I seriously did try getting into this game when it first came out, but I just couldn't. But I know my mother and sisters, they absolutely love Pocket Camp, so I know they're going to be really excited to be able to transfer their items between that and New Horizons. So it's cool for Pocket Camp fans. I don't play a lot of mobile games. The most I play is Fire Emblem Heroes, but even that's a bit of a rarity. So hopefully Pocket Camp fans can enjoy this. So yay.
Jeez, I guess I'm the only one in this group that actually liked Pocket Camp. Anyways, it's an interesting feature. I probably won't use it, even though I do like Pocket Camp. Maybe I'll use it, maybe I won't. Who knows?
Next question. What are your thoughts? Wait, no.
Get it right, Gator.
Alright. Now the next question. What are your thoughts on how this game will support the Amiibo? Would you like to see more Nintendo... I'm doing that again. Take two. What are your thoughts on the Amiibo? What are your thoughts on the amiibo support? Would you like to see Nintendo make more Animal Crossing amiibo? If so, who?
Well, we know, at least in Japan, that they're restocking on the My Nintendo store Animal Crossing amiibo cards, and I think the figures have started to go up in price from Amazon and things like that in the last day or so, of between the direct and this recording, I should clarify. So I don't know if they'll actually release more figures. I think maybe there's a chance they'll do the newer characters like Daisy, May, and Flick, the apparent children of the older characters from previous Animal Crossing games. I don't know. They've never specified that, but I assume they're children. But as far as amiibo cards, maybe they'll do a series for the newer villagers and maybe some reprints of other ones mixed in between that, of older villagers, like the more popular ones. But I don't necessarily see them doing it if they don't want to, because I mean, really, amiibo only exists now for Smash Brothers, to be honest, so, or the obscure thing like the Solaire, Salute the Sun guy from Dark Souls. It's either Smash Brothers or something obscure, so I don't know if they will do it, but it'd be nice. I mean, I'm an amiiba-holic, so it'd be a little diminishing on my wallet, but, you know, it could be fun, maybe, possibly.
I mean, I would like amiibo. Like, they're great, even though I only have 7. Like, I only have 7 amiibo, but, I mean, I always like to have, like, more amiibo just so I can use it, so I can, like, use it more often. Like I said, I only got 7. Like, I have 3 of them are Zelda themed, 2 from Breath of the Wild, 1 from Twilight Princess, then I have Mewtwo, then I have Wedding Mario, and then I also have Metroid and then Samus Aran. So those are my 7 amiibos. But yeah, obviously probably none of them are gonna work for New Horizons, but hopefully at least maybe some of the older ones will work, like the Twilight Princess, not the Wolf Link one. That's what I meant by Twilight Princess. Maybe what I have is the Wolf Link, but yeah, hopefully maybe that would work, because that did work for New Leaf. So hopefully it works for New Horizons too. I mean, I always like more support. I mean, and also I would love to see, like, obviously new amiibo for the new characters that are adding to this game and stuff like that. The new villagers and stuff like that. Or just new characters in the game, not even villagers, but just new characters I have. Obviously nice to see maybe like old characters amiibos, but that we have not gotten yet. Like maybe like just some amiibo that we haven't gotten yet from the older, like, other Animal Crossing games or whatever that we have that are not like new to New Horizon, but like they've been in the series before. So like that'd be nice to see. But because you never know, maybe I can add an Animal Crossing amiibo to my 7 collections to make it 8 or 9 or even 10. You never know, because even though I think it's been over 2 years since I got my last amiibo. But anyway, just more amiibo support. I'm down for it.
I'm really happy this game is supporting amiibo, because what else am I going to do with my Animal Crossing characters? I could play Amiibo Festival, but I play that game for like every month for a year, so that's probably more than most people do in a lifetime. But anyway, I'm really happy about this. The only Animal Crossing Amiibo I don't have is the one where Isabel's wearing the green jacket. But I'm really happy that they're supporting the Animal Crossing Amiibos, because they're all just really so cute. They're probably one of my favorite lines of Amiibo figurines. So it's just really nice that they're going to get more use beyond Amiibo Festival and New Leaf and all that stuff. If they were to make new ones, the only ones I can really think of outside of brand new characters would be like the rest of the Able sisters, because so far we only ever got Mabel. So it would be also cool to get characters like Sable or things like that.
I really liked the amiibo support in New Leaf, and I'm so glad they are bringing it back. And I really hope they make new amiibo figurines for this game, because I need a Brewster amiibo. And I need it by my morning cup of coffee every day, because Brewster is the best character in Animal Crossing. Well, one of the best characters. And
Yeah,
I need that amiibo. I need
that'd
it.
be nice.
Hey,
Yeah.
Nintendo, I need that amiibo. Please me. And yeah, I like the feature.
Brewster's is the best character. That's a weird way of pronouncing Mabel.
You said one of the best characters. You
Hey,
Oh.
Mr. Resetti. You know
In
that.
all seriousness, Brewster is a really good
Kidding.
character. It would be awesome to get amiibo of them too.
What do you say?
It would be cool to
Cool.
get another amiibo for Brewster and things like that. But anyway, next question.
And KK
What are your-
Snake.
What are your thoughts on the special villagers, and how do you think they'll work? Such as Wisp, who seems to work differently here than in New Leaf.
As far as like the holiday characters like Zipper and Jack and Jingle, they seem to work like they seem like they will work like they did at least in New Leaf, or well, all the other past Animal Crossing games. But Wisp apparently is going back to his previous role in the town or island or whatever. Instead of being the amiibo guy, he's now gonna be the like spirit guy that'll like, if you collect his wandering spirit things, it'll clear the weeds in your town or whatever. I guess that's alright. I mean, I guess it makes sense with how they did change the format for how amiibo works in this game. So that's kind of cool, but yeah, the other special characters for the holidays will probably just function how they have always functioned, so I can't really say much about that.
I mean, I'm expecting they'll probably just be all the same. Like, I mean, at least I hope they're all the same. I mean, I know you said Wisp is gonna be different, but like, which I mean, I wonder what they're gonna do with how they're gonna do the amiibo thing then, because I liked him being the amiibo thing in New Leaf. That was really cool and stuff. So, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have much to say. Just, I mean, I hope they just all the different characters like kind of be like the same, like they do the same stuff, like you buy the same stuff from like whoever and stuff like that, and just, I mean, it'd be nice to see. I mean, it's always nice to see more special villagers and stuff like that coming and stuff, but it'd be nice. It's always nice to just keep it simple and same.
The special villagers seem pretty cool, and I do like that they're changing how Wisp is going to work, because as cool as their functionality was in New Leaf, it doesn't really seem like that's going to really work that well with New Horizons because of how the amiibo is going to work in this game. But I'm really glad Wisp is returning because they're one of my favorite special villagers. As for the holiday characters, it seems like they're going to change them so to further limit how time travel is going to work in this game, because it seems like the actual villagers themselves won't appear in your town until an update appears. And that's honestly a little bit concerning, because if you miss your chance to finish the furniture set for a holiday, then you have to wait until next year to get it. That seems like it's a little concerning. But other than that, I'm really excited to see what they're going to do with the characters, because they have a lot of great ones like Jingle and things like that.
My thoughts on the special villagers and how they'll work. I'm pretty sure they'll work the same way they worked in previous Animal Crossing games. As for Wisp, I hope they give him a more important role in this game, but I don't think they will, since the View support isn't going to be his thing anymore. But yeah, the special villagers are cool, and they'll probably just have the do the same thing they did in other games. But yeah, I already said that. So yeah, that's all I gotta say.
And the next question, and quite possibly one of the more interesting ones, what are your thoughts on this game's landscaping features?
About freaking time. Oh my god, I love it how you're able to, especially the new customization for the staircase in the cliffs and stuff, being able to customize your cliffs, being able to basically create your own waterfalls if you want. It is so cool, and I'm really happy it's going to be in this game. It'll make a lot of towns more unique, or more islands, I should say, more unique, because you could theoretically, especially going back to customizing where your animals are going to live, where the shops are going to be, you really can make your island your own. I mean, some islands will probably end up looking similar because, I mean, there will probably be millions of people playing, so there's bound to be a couple matching islands, but you can literally do so many different things in terms of building a waterfall in a certain area, building cliffs up to be, a certain shape, a certain pattern, doing the different pathways along the floor leading between the houses. You can make your own little sand pit, as we saw in the direct itself. It's just awesome. This is probably my favorite feature that we know of so far. And I really, really like it. It's about frickin' time. That's all I can really say.
Yes. 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 It's amazing. It's amazing. The landscaping is just amazing. 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 But yeah, I'm really excited for this feature, you can tell. But yeah, it's awesome to add land, destroy land, add waterfalls, which is really cool. Just landscaping, just the whole wow, it's amazing. This is gonna be I can change it. Like for example, if I screw up something like that, I can change it back. Yeah. Or I can change it, or I can just change the whole landscaping completely different from where it even started. Even where what the default was of the island, I can completely change and stuff like that. And just also plus all the features that I have, just the roads and stuff like that is also cool and all that. And just you can do so much stuff with this game. It's just the landscaping, just wow. 11 out of 10. That's how good it is. It's better than perfect. It's just perfect. Better than perfect.
I have to agree with James. This is probably my new favorite feature that's coming to New Horizons, because you can tell there's going to be so many creative things people will be doing with this. I can guarantee right now somebody out there is going to make an island that looks like a Triforce or a Pac-Man or Mr. Sound from Earthbound or things like that. There's just so many possibilities with this. It's really mind-blowing to think about. And to best summarize this, there was this funny picture I saw on Twitter where it shows Animal Crossing City Folk, and it says, so the caption calling them a villager, and then New Leaf, their mayor, and then in New Horizons, their landscaping, and the caption says they're a god.
Yeah, I saw that earlier too.
Yeah, the landscaping feature just seems like it's going to be really cool.
By far, this is the best feature in the whole game. It is so cool. You get so much freedom in this game. It's awesome.
Like I said, 11 out of 10.
Yes, 11 out of 10. It is just so awesome. It is.
Don't spoil the Game Bites review.
What?
He said 11 out of 10. Don't spoil the Game Bites review.
No. It won't be that high because of the whole savings stocks.
All right. But anyways, this is just so awesome. You got so much freedom in this game, and just the landscaping. When I saw that, I was just like, wow, you could do so much in this game. You can literally make this island your own. This is more features than New Leaf had. This is great. The island is basically a canvas, and you're the artist, and you're just basically doing whatever you want. It's really good. It's just really good. And I love this feature, and I'm going to be using it all the time. And it's just, this game, I'm going to be playing it every day. It's just so good. I love it. I love this game. I want it out already. I want to play it. I love it.
Yeah, it goes from 200 hours in the original to 300 hours in New Leaf to 800 hours in New Horizons. And then 1,000 in Animal Crossing Ultimate.
Animal Crossing Ultimate. Alright, so the next question. What are your final thoughts on Animal Crossing New Horizons?
As someone who just started enjoying this series for playing it for the first time with Animal Crossing New Leaf, I am looking forward to this game. Like Pancake said, they're giving us a lot more freedom when it comes to this game, and I think that's a really, really good step. So I am extremely looking forward to this game. I am counting down the remaining month or less now from when we're recording for when this is coming out, and I absolutely cannot wait. I will probably play it at midnight when it comes out on the 20th, and I'll probably play for 12 hours a day minimum, and I look forward to it so much.
Yeah, this game is gonna be amazing. Like, I mean, I'm love the Animal Crossing series. I started actually at the original Animal Crossing for the Nintendo GameCube, like way back. That's like the first one I actually played, and I had actually siblings that played the original and stuff like that. I know they haven't played New Leaf, or like I think, or any of the stuff since then, like Puppet Camp or Amiibo Festival or anything. Of course, Amiibo Fest they haven't played, but sorry, Gabe. but yeah, just I started at the original, loved it, I played probably the same amount of hours in that as in the New Leaf. Played a tiny bit of Wild World, never played City of Folk, never played Pocket Camp, played a ton of hours of New Leaf, like the New Leaf and the original are about the same, so, and never played Pocket Camp, never played Amiibo Festival, never just not gonna use the whole mobile app. Probably not gonna even ever use I might try the mobile app, but probably never gonna use that. But yeah, just this game just so creative with just adding roads and just all these new features. The museum looks amazing. I was like, oh my god, the museum! This might be my third Animal Crossing game where I complete the fossils. This, like I did in the original, I did in New Leaf. It took years took multiple years to do that. But I completed I didn't complete the museum. I never have completed the museum before, but I've completed the fossils in both the original and the New Leaf and stuff like that. So definitely looking like the next 3 or 4 years doing that. Probably longer than 3 or 4 years of playing the game, just 3 or 4 years of just trying to get all fossils and stuff like that. But yeah, this game's gonna be amazing. The save feature sucks, and the mobile thing, but like everything else is gonna be amazing. Even though say there's games that are just amazing and just almost perfect. There's gonna be some problems here and there. There's games that I probably rate 10 out of 10, and I still have problems with, and everything. So, and this probably be one of them. Gonna be a 10 out of 10 game for me, definitely. Just because I love Animal Crossing, and I said, I started with, unlike these 3 members of the game, actually started at the original and stuff like that. Because I kind of grew up with it, even though I haven't played all the games. I said, I mainly played just New Leaf and the original, and I said I played a little bit of Wild World, which was on DS, but besides that, that's still 3 games, and this is gonna be my 4th, I guess. But yeah, if you can tell, I've been a huge fan of Animal Crossing for a long time. Just this game is gonna be amazing. I was like, I just can't wait. God, this game is gonna be amazing. Sorry, I know I tied this for this long, but I'm just super excited for this game.
Yeah, this is definitely one of the games I've been most excited for in 2020. Animal Crossing New Horizons, aside from its weird save system, it just looks like it's going to be a very incredible game. The only other thing I can really think of would be I'm wondering if the amiibo functionality will go beyond Animal Crossing figures like in New Leaf, because my favorite villager in New Leaf is CC. And she had a Squid Sister outfit, and I'm kind of hoping that they do that again for this game, because it'd be really cool if they could have more things like that to cross-promote the other series. And another thing that I was just thinking about was that my niece was born recently, and this is probably going to be one of the first big games that she ever gets exposed to. It's obviously going to be a few years before she'll ever play it or anything like that, but this may very well be her first Animal Crossing game, and that's honestly kind of exciting to think about.
It's going to be so great. It's probably going to be the next game I put 100 hours into. It's going to be great.
And to wrap up this discussion, one final question. What will you name your island?
Well, that's a secret to everybody. I don't want to spoil my eventual Let's Play, do I?
Yeah. That's funny. That's funny. Oh, yeah. Wait, are you actually not gonna say? I guess it's not saying, so I'll say mine. I mean, mine should be obvious because I used it in the original Animal Crossing, as well as New Leaf, and I'm pretty sure I'll probably use it in Wild World, but because I guess there was more of my family that kind of picked that, and so that, and I kept it in New Leaf because, like I said, I played hundreds of hours of the original, and also played hundreds of hours of New Leaf. So, yeah, man, Jackson, of course. Because that's always been like that. And if you guys don't know, that's my last name. So, and that's always, I know it kind of like, but yeah. So Jackson is the name because it's always been like that.
I thought your last name was Gaming.
No. Whatever. Whatever, guys.
My island is probably either going to be named Colon, like in Animal Crossing New Leaf, or it's probably going to be named something like Brunayam, because that's the name of the country in my book.
Well, going with the theme that I did with Animal Crossing New Leaf, where I called my town Hanua, which is a Hawaiian word, I'm gonna call my island Kuakua, which is the Hawaiian word for freedom. And I guess since nobody else is going to do the outro, I guess I'll just do it. So that's going to do it for this discussion on the Animal Crossing New Horizons Nintendo Direct. If you like this video, be sure to share with your friends on Facebook and Twitter, and give us a subscribe. I've been Pancake Armor Man.
And I've been Green Compass Gaming, and make sure to check out James' Let's Play as well as Chuck Connor's Let's Play of New Leaf, which they probably both gonna do New Horizons eventually in the future because well, at least I know James is at least gonna do that, but. Yeah, but anyway, check that out, and also check out my videos because I like to sponsor myself at the very end of this.
No,
and also check out
really?
Also check out Pancake's Twitter, and then also check out Gator's Tinder.
Who told you?
So yeah, I've been Green Covers Gaming, and see you guys next time. Wow, I'm out.
Well, Gator, we don't get any outros apparently.
Bye.